Hi, I'm Steve Whalen with Relentless Film Works. Welcome to Backstage Pass, where we offer nuggets of wisdom for actors in an interview format with experts in the field. Today's guest is Sada Siadat. She's an actor that's worked in a whole bunch of different fields, anywhere from network TV to commercials to hand modeling. And she also has a wonderful company called Mentoring for Actors, a career coaching service. And thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
Awesome, awesome. So I guess my first question is what made you start this company? How did you get into it?
Well, I am an actor, and I got my degree in theater performance. I moved to New York, and I was big dreams to be an actor. And when I left college, I realized I didn't really know how to do that. I didn't know anything about the business side of acting. So I spent a couple years floundering, trying to figure it out. And through trial and error, I figured out what worked, and I kind of got rid of what didn't. I compiled all the things that worked, and I decided to open a company so I can share that with actors and make sure they don't waste the time and money I wasted, and they can just get right to the good stuff and book work and get themselves out there in a better way.
That's what I'm talking about. Booking work, getting right to the good stuff, and not wasting time. That's awesome. So what does mentoring for actors look like? What, say I'm a client, I just started. What's that?
Great. So mentoring for actors is one-on-one career coaching. So I work with actors on an individual basis and just address exactly what they need in their career based on where they are. So we do 50-minute sessions over the phone, and so people can be anywhere in the world and I can still work with them. And we just really get down to it, strategize about how to book work, community, marketing materials, anything that they're dealing with. I help them move forward and get momentum in their career.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what would you say is the number one tip for an actor just starting out?
Wow. The number one tip that I have for actors is to get crystal clear on your goals. I feel like that is imperative. You use those goals as your compass to know what next steps you want to take for your career. So if that means you want to book work in network television, or you want to be on Broadway, or you want to do commercials, whatever it is, you need to know what that is so you can head in that direction.
I mean, I think we all know there's so many different avenues to go as an actor, so really getting crystal clear on that and setting goals is a great piece of advice. That's awesome.
For sure.
So I'm a new actor. I'm here in town. I'm just ready to storm the world. So I need an agent, right?
Well, actually, I'm going to challenge that and say an agent is not the first thing you need. And that might surprise some of you who are watching because it is the goal of most actors. But the reason is because an agent does 10% of the work, and as the actor, you got to do 90%. Which means I want you to do that 90%. And if you're not there yet, it's not time for an agent. So that means making sure you're working on your craft. Are you building relationships around town? Are your marketing materials ready to go? So when you meet that agent, they're ready to sign you because you are doing all the work and they're ready to help you seal the deal with booking jobs.
That's awesome. So really, really doing the 90% before you even get in that office is key.
Mm-hmm.
Is key. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
So I think I wanted to ask you a little bit about the personal side of this business. It can be kind of lonely. It can be, you kind of feel like you're on an island, and it's a little scary sometimes. So can you speak on that? I'm sure you have a lot of great advice on that.
Yeah, I just want to remind you guys that acting is not a solo sport. I mean, you can't even do a scene alone or shoot anything alone. You need community. So I really invite you to get out there and create community for yourself in your acting career. And if that means hitting up networking events, being in an acting class, getting with your friends, there is no reason that you need to be alone or feel isolated in this industry. Create that community. It's really going to make an impact in your career.
That's great.
Yeah.
Community is key. I think we can all agree on that. That's so great.
Yeah.
Well, Sada, thank you so much for coming. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thanks
Is
for
there
having
anything
me.
that we can check you out in? Anything upcoming?
Yeah, actually, I filmed an episode of Veep, and it'll be coming out in May in season 5.
Excellent.
So I'm really excited to see that, and you can catch it on HBO.
All right.
Yeah.
Sada Siadat in Veep, season 5. That's wonderful. And if you'd like to check out her company, Mentoring for Actors, you can go to the website, mentoringforactors.com, where Sada offers a free strategy session. And thank you so much for joining us on Backstage Pass. I'm Steve Whalen.